Good morning and welcome to Coffee with Alain. Hope your week is going well. We're on Tuesday already, and you can believe March is more than half over. Time just flying by. Appreciate everybody that joins, comments, watches replays, listens to the podcast. Thank you to everybody. Saw some numbers going up on the newsletter subscription. That's great too. Excuse me, I'm still dealing with this really bad cough. Try to get through today's show. But appreciate everybody signing up for the newsletter. EnjoyLifeSafely.com. Good stuff going out every week for you. You know, my wife and I are watching that show, Americas. Watched the first one last night. Beautiful, beautiful photography and scenery. You know, how they got the scenes of these different animals and so forth, I don't know, but just magnificent. One of the little things that they featured last night was a mama bear and 3 cubs, sort of like on my flathead mug here today. I got a mama bear with 3 cubs there on the mug. The bears on the show weren't from Montana. They were out east. That episode was focusing more on the East Coast. But the interesting thing, mama bear, 3 cubs, and they're out there trying to eat, put some weight on the cubs, get them, a little bit bigger. And then there was a male. Male's bigger than that female. And the problem that you have is sometimes males will kill cubs. So, mama has to protect the cubs. And it was interesting. She ran that male off. He took off and didn't want anything to do with that mama bear. That's the kind of attitude that we all need to have. Men, women, kids, I don't care. If you're in an actual self-defense situation, and I'm not talking about, let's go outside and fight, this kind of macho BS. I'm talking about you did everything you could to avoid violence, but the only aspect now to prevent you or someone else from being hurt is violence. You need that mama bear attitude, that you're going to stop that guy and you're going to protect your babies. A lot of women that I've talked to in self-defense classes, safety classes, well, I couldn't do that. And they're thinking about protecting themselves. Well, I couldn't rip somebody's eye out to protect myself. So do you have kids? Yeah. Well, let's remember them when they were babies. Don't remember them when they're teenagers. You might not want to protect them anymore, right? Those parents that have teenagers know what I'm talking about. No, think of your little kids. What would you do to protect them? And it's almost unanimous. Just about anything. I would do anything to protect those kids of mine. That's the attitude you need. You need the same attitude to protect yourself as you would to protect those little kids. And when we can get that through to people, they'll have a better mindset to defend themselves if they have to. And mindset is key. Mindset, determination, the willingness to do whatever it takes, that is often much more important than any actual physical techniques that you could learn. That's why I teach, go like Fluffy the cat, right? That doesn't want a bath. You go under, over, through that person to get away from the water. That's what you do to a person. You smash them, you stomp them, you bite them, you do whatever it takes to get yourself away to safety. So just like that mama bear on the TV last night ran that bigger male off. He didn't want none of her. That's what you need to be like if you ever find yourself in a situation where other things aren't working and you may have to go physical. I want to say good morning to Thad. Thank you for being here and saying good morning. Dixon says you got to tap into your inner Fluffy, right? Yeah, I was talking about Fluffy the cat on one of my live classes years and years ago, and one woman said, oh, so we bring out our inner Fluffy. Exactly. So think of that mama bear. Think of Fluffy the cat that does not want a bath and that attitude that you will do whatever it takes to keep you and your loved ones safe. That's the attitude you need. And when you have that attitude, it is easier to bring out all of the physical skills, the hammer fist, the elbows, the bites, the knees, whatever it takes to stop someone from hurting you or someone else. So you can then get to safety. And when you have that, you can go about your life just like the bears were going about eating the berries, eating the cherries from the trees. Mom stopped, ran that male off. Then they went back to enjoying life safely, eating the cherries off the trees, fattening up for the winter. That's what all of us can do. We can enjoy more. We can enjoy it safely when we have the right attitude to keep ourselves and loved ones safe. Sign up for the newsletter, enjoylifesafely.com. Make it a terrific Tuesday. We'll be back tomorrow with a little bit of Warrior Wisdom Wednesday.